Minecraft-Ideen, die Mojang angeteasert hat. Also die sie angekündigt haben oder so gezeigt haben, aber dann nie kamen, glaube ich. Wir gucken rein.
Did you know Mojang considered adding a grappling hook? Or that monkeys are already in development? These are
Digga, wie Tev.
29 ideas that Mojang teased for Minecraft. And some of these could even be in 1.19. Nowadays,
Nee. Wait. Oh mein Gott! Morgen kommt die 1.19! Ich muss mir noch angucken, was da alles neu ist.
we use emeralds for trading. But if this suggestion gets added in, we could use them for tools and armor as well.
Ja, weiß ich nicht. Eine Emerald-Rüstung.
That sounds crazy, since it is just a currency right now, but this has been under review by Mojang, so there might be a time when you walk around the village like this, instead of this. But the balance in here would be pretty awkward, since emerald ore is harder to find than diamond, but you can also get a lot of them.
Ich finde, das sollte Währung bleiben.
Maybe it's best to have them as a tier between iron.
Ich meine, ich laufe in Real Life ja auch nicht mit einem Dollar-T-Shirt rum. Ne?
Iron and diamond, that
would make
sense. That is, if it even gets
ich finde, Emerald ist einfach Währung.
In Minecraft, we've got a standard jump, a 5-block jump, and someday we'll have a double jump too. According to Mojang's website, they're looking into an enchantment that, when on your boots, scores you a chance to jump once off the ground and then a second time in the air, which could be very useful for parkour or just saving yourself from sudden doom. Archaeology won't be in Minecraft 1.19, but it is supposed to come to the game soon. First shown off in the reveal trailer for the Caves and Cliffs update, this feature would see the player using a brush to sweep through dirt and gravel to find special artifacts.
Warte, wann kommt, ist es auch nicht in der 1.19? Wann kommt denn das dann?
That we could use, among other things, to create these special clay pots. And don't
1.20 dann, oder was?
worry, it hasn't been abandoned just yet.
Das finde ich aber eigentlich cool.
Yeah, since the gameplay developer at Mojang says that there's still a plan to work on it, meaning there's hope, but it might just take a while.
Ja gut, das finde ich nicht so geil, aber diese Tondinger da.
Minecraft's deserts are pretty, well, deserted, but not for long. And that's where this feature comes in, the Oasis.
Das ist ein neues Biom. Ja, man hat jetzt diese Lush Cave Bäume, die passen aber nicht. Fände ich eigentlich in Ordnung.
And not only could this give us a chance to see palm trees, but we could also get special vegetation blocks like these grass sand hybrids, all of which are better than just another pointless well out in the desert. This is what an apple tree looks like in 1.18, and this is what an apple tree could look like in 1.19.
Sieht vielleicht cool aus, aber weiß nicht.
At least it's possible, since Mojang has teased that they're looking into adding additional fruit growing on trees and bushes. And honestly,
oh. Ja gut. Ja, okay, doch, ist doch cool.
Just the concept of having more logs and blocks to play with, let alone new foods to farm, that all sounds good to me. And harvesting those new fruits would fit perfectly into this other biome that Mojang teased. Welcome to the Cherry Blossom Grove, a new biome that we could
Boah, das finde ich passt nicht. Das sieht einfach viel zu sehr nach Modpack aus.
Could see in the future of Minecraft. And though this hasn't been officially announced, it has been teased through Mojang's suggestion form. So we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed that they follow through. Here we get beautiful new trees with pink flowers instead of the regular leaves. And the Biomes Plenty mod already has the right idea for this.
Ja, ich finde,
so
das passt
I'd say
irgendwie
take that concept
zu sehr Modpack.
In Bedrock, you can move a chest with a piston.
Hä?
That doesn't work in Java. At least
warum sollte
it
es
doesn't
auch
for
gehen?
now. But there might be plans to add in parity between the two versions so that we could push tile entities in Java. If anything, Nembon, who made the carpet mod where you're able to push these tile entities, now works for Mojang as a senior game developer. So I'd figure it's not that far out. And you can mark my words, as soon as this gets added to the game, Mumbo's gonna be rejoicing for a while. What biome is this? Is it a plains biome or a forest biome? Well, you're both wrong, because it's actually an ice spikes. Or at least it is now, thanks to the new set biome command. As it's been talked about, the idea would be to let creative map makers switch which biome that they're in. So if you don't want rain in your forest, just switch it to a desert biome, or vice versa. And even just being able to change the color of grass in an area would be enough to justify this feat.
Das ist cool. Das ist cool. Aber nur im Creative, also obviously nur im Creative. Aber dann schneit's halt in der Wüste und so, ist halt random, passt nicht, aber finde ich cool eigentlich.
Sure. Though the grass doesn't seem to be the only thing changing color, because as you'll notice, Minecraft's trees are ready for a change, or 4 changes really, since having the features change is already a feature currently under review by Mojang. And
nee, ich finde in Minecraft soll es keine Zeit geben. Es regnet, also Gewitter, Tag, Nacht, das war's.
That as much, saying that there's an idea to have 500 days to a year, which at 20 minutes for a Minecraft day would be nearly 42 hours of in-game time
Eigentlich
for
wäre
a
aber
season,
cool.
which means you could spend an entire
Es wäre cool, wenn man das ein- und ausstellen kann. Obwohl, ja, ich weiß nicht.
100 days Minecraft challenge without ever seeing the leaves fall. But even if we just get a minor change,
I don't know.
kind of like how Bedrock's leaves turn white with the snow,
Das
that'd
find
still
ich
be a
cool.
welcome addition.
Das find
Behind
ich cool.
closed doors, Mojang has talked about adding a jellyfish mob to the game. And how do we know this?
Ja,
Well,
gibt-
they said it themselves.
Es gibt ja schon den coolen, nutzlosen Glow Squid. Yeah.
See, in the comments on this post, one of Mojang's registered staff mentioned a conversation that the team had had about adding a jellyfish to the game,
Aber
even
sieht gut aus.
referencing the fact that they showed off the concept pictures that the user had included. So
Hä?
it's definitely on their radar. And if you ask me, this sounds like what the glow squid should have been in
Ja.
the first place. This
Glow
is a
Squid
wolf
ist
that
Müll.
spawned in a snowy biome, and this is a wolf that spawned in a plains biome.
Ja, nee,
or
das
at
ist ja
least, that's the idea behind this
Ja, das ist legit ein Hund, Alter. Das hat nichts in Minecraft zu suchen.
new Minecraft concept. Here, the wolves would have different breeds depending on where they came from, meaning our classic gray wolves might come from a tundra, while a more domesticated dog could spawn in a village. And an addition like this could really change man's best friend
Ich finde, wenn man die farbig machen würde, wäre geil. Aber so komplett neue Hunderasse, Alter, weiß ich
into
nicht.
man's best friends. Or if you're not a dog person, these
So
other
irgendwie.
variations should be better suited for you. As it is, we could be seeing different colors and
Ja,
patterns
so
for our
irgendwie.
pigs, cows, and chickens. That way,
Das fänd
instead
ich
of
in
just one
Ordnung.
type of black cow, you could have a whole spectrum of colors in your animal farm. And hey, mobs like cats and axolotls already have this.
Das stimmt,
so
die
it's
haben das
nice to
schon.
know that this could happen for the other mobs. Rice is a staple food in many countries, and even though it's not in
Als ob jetzt eine Reise in Minecraft kommt.
Minecraft just yet, the team did start looking into adding it back in 2018.
Hä?
And with all of the new recipes that we
Ja,
could
das
craft
sieht
with this,
scheiße aus.
this could be a new way to make our standard foods feel even more hunger. And now it's probably just a case of waiting until Mojang finds the right update to tuck this feature
das-
into.
das finde ich
This is
passt nicht.
creative mode, this is spectator mode, and this is camera mode. According to Dinnerbone, adding in more advanced camera
Stell euch mal vor, Replay-Mod wäre Vanilla in Minecraft drin. Boah.
controls for cinematic
Aber das wird immer eine Mod bleiben, sage ich.
is still on the list. Though, take that with a grain of salt, since this tweet was back in 2014.
Yeah.
But hey, it hasn't been deconfirmed, so I'd say there's still hope. And since there's no replay mod for Bedrock Edition, I'd love to see that version finally get these features as well. This is
Ah,
what a
wär schon cool.
Minecraft beach could look like. And since 2018, this has been in talks of getting added in. And if it is,
Nee,
it could
fühl ich
look
nicht.
something like this.
Wie sehen die denn aus?
Inspiration from the huts you see down in Bora Bora, or even Pokemon's Pacific Log Town. And any of those options look a lot better than a village spawning awkwardly like
Ja,
this.
das stimmt.
So if Mojang is
Aber
still
fühl ich,
considering
glaube nicht,
this,
dass die da so
hope that
nackt
they look for
rumlaufen.
fan creations like this for inspiration. But be sure to keep
Obwohl-
an eye out for any crowds while you're visiting that beach village.
Das fände ich cool.
Since those could also be added to the game. In the future, we could see these little guys walking side to side on the revamped beaches, pinching anyone that gets too close. But if you do manage to kill them, they could offer up a new food source in the form
Das
of
find
crab
ich cool.
legs. Or maybe you're less violent. In that case, just play some music. I hear that they like to rave. What if instead of jungle temples like this, we got this instead? For some time now,
Nee. Kein Wüstentempel im Dschungelstyle, sondern was komplett anderes. Weil der Dschungeltempel aktuell ist Trash.
Mojang has considered revamping the current naturally generated structures to
das?
have a new look. So, in the future, we could see a whole different kind of village and outpost than we're used to. And, on top of that, in a Reddit AMA, Dinnerbone expressed interest about adding more unique structures for biomes that don't have one, like the extreme hills, the dark forest biome. And personally, I think that the changes to 1.19 perfectly justify a swamp village finally getting added in. Now, beds
Das verstehe ich sowieso nicht, warum es kein. Also ich glaube wirklich, dass ein Sumpfdorf kommt. Weil es gibt ja schon die Sumpf-Villager, nur dazu noch kein Dorf. Ich glaube, das kommt, ehrlich.
are made with wool, banners are made with wool. I think you can see where I'm going with this. So it'll be good to know that Mojang is currently reviewing using banners for bedsheet patterns in the future. And after looking at this mod's proof of concept, it's clear to see how well this kind of customization could
Würde halt
work.
passen.
And that's not the only item Mojang's hinted at using banners with. But before we can talk about those, we need to look at these building blocks. As you'll see, these concrete stairs and terracotta slabs might be coming in a future Minecraft
Das weiß ich nicht.
update. Now, many
Wäre das
fans in the
cool?
community want to see some kind of colorful slab or stair added into the game. And thankfully, Mojang's noticed this, and now there's a good chance we could
Das
see
ist
these
bisschen
in an
cursed.
upcoming update. But when that'll be, no clue. Though with nearly 14,000 votes on the feedback website, I don't imagine they'll forget about this anytime soon. And when they're added in, why not fly down those colorful stairs with a colorful elytra as well? As you'll see, dyed elytra are another concept that's been mentioned. And frankly, it makes a lot of sense. We can already have different elytra
Das glaube ich, werden die nicht machen. Das, glaube ich, werden die nicht machen, weil die Capes dafür zu cool sind.
with a
finde ich.
Minecon
Glaub
cape,
ich.
so why not let us use the
Ich will unbedingt alle Minecon Capes auf meinem Account haben, aber es geht nicht. Scheiße.
banner designs and customize the wings as well. I mean, it doesn't seem like any Minecon events are going to be happening anytime soon.
Actually, doch. Ich glaube, es ist bald eine Minecon.
So it's a fair trade-off for any new fans. In
Like
Minecraft
live.
1.19, we're getting chest boats, and after that, larger boats might
Boah, diese Chessboards, glaube ich, die fühle ich, ne?
be next. This suggestion was first considered back around the update Aquatic, but with the new
Nee,
changes to
größere,
boats
also
in the
das
Wild
finde ich schon in
update, it might
Ordnung,
be time to revisit.
aber noch
Even we
größere-
showed off the idea in our 1.19 speculation video,
Weiß
so
ich
there's
nicht.
clearly a way to make this happen in Minecraft. So if
Weiß
you've got
nicht.
3 people in your friend
Ja,
group,
okay.
you might not have to wait too long before all of you can explore together. I'd like you all to meet my new pet, Mr. Owl. And you see, Mr. Owl is a new tameable pet that could make it into Minecraft.
Die fühle
And
ich
the idea
überhaupt
that
nicht.
Mojang's hinted at is that this mob could be tamed like a parrot, but instead of dancing to music, you could use them to deliver things like written books as messages. And
Obwohl,
from there, you
so
can send it to your
Brieftaube wär
friends
cool, ja.
or your enemies.
Obwohl,
Your
doch,
pick.
ist doch cool.
Most people
Ist
light
doch cool.
TNT like this, but now we can light it like this. See, this mentioned feature could allow us to
obwohl-
lay down gunpowder as a fuse and then light it
Hä,
to
das
catch
ist cool.
fire along the trail. That way, when your TNT
Das ist
contraption
cool.
explodes, it doesn't explode any of the valuable redstone with it. And this might even be a way to send a path of fire towards your enemies. Just saying. But you might be worried that a change like this could make gunpowder a lot more like redstone. But
Nee,
don't
oder?
worry, because there's still an insane change planned for redstone as well. And we'll talk about that shortly.
Das ist
Because
cool.
first, we gotta look at Minecraft's new grappling hook.
Boah,
Surely
das
enough,
wird das
the
Game
idea of a
killen,
grappling
glaube.
rope was
Das ist
tossed around
scheiße.
back in 2018. And the idea as stated is that this would function as an early game alternative to the Ender
das
Pearl,
wär scheiße.
allowing players to easily get around the jungle trees and ravines, but with a much shorter range than the Ender Pearl. Though another plus for a grappling hook is that you won't have to take damage when you reach your spot.
Das
Just
wär
make
scheiße.
sure it doesn't break while you're trying to use it. And with an easier way to get around the tall trees,
Ja, okay,
these
guck mal.
monkeys could offer up
Monkey!
another reason to explore the jungle. Currently, the top of the jungle is pretty barren, so it's good news that
Das stimmt, es
Mojang
gibt actually keine Dschungeltiere, außer halt Ocelots. Vielleicht bald Affen.
currently has monkeys under review,
Monkey!
and hopefully we'll be able to see these new mobs on top of the canopy. Maybe they could even function like the dolphins do, being
Das wär
passive
schon
at
lustig.
first, but if you get one mad, the whole barrel of monkeys
Oh
will
mein
attack you.
Gott.
They did already design a monkey for the China-exclusive mob vote, so maybe that hard work could still come back and make it into the final
Hä? Die
game.
haben schon ein
Now,
Monkey
instead of
Design?
doing redstone like this, in the future, we do redstone like this. Sure enough,
Oh,
even if
Redstone
Mojang
an der
isn't finding
Wand wäre
vertical
geil.
slabs,
Was glaubt ihr, was dann alles möglich ist mit Redstone? Holy shit.
vertical redstone is still in the picture, and when you look at it, it seems like a natural evolution of redstone. I mean, redstone's basically the electrical cabling of the Minecraft world, so why not let us run the wires along the wall? And when you can power a signal like this, instead of this whole mess, it's so much nicer. This new feature
Ja.
transforms Minecraft's nighttime from a nightmare into a dream come true. With these shooting stars, we have the
Ey,
chance
das finde
for
ich
a
cool.
real
Ich finde
rare
wichtig, so Himmel und, also so Himmel und Nachthimmel und so, sieht in Minecraft echt scheiße aus.
and to shoot across the night sky. But there's still one problem. You haven't subscribed yet. Ugh, that's bad. Sorry.
Das war
But
echt
there's
schlecht.
still one problem. Even though this was shown in the official Taiga
Texture
Biome
Pack,
trailer,
ja, aber
those trailers aren't
das
always
Vanilla
accurate to
besser
the game.
machen.
So maybe this is just wishing upon a star. What if I told you that you can hatch the Ender Dragon egg? Well, as crazy as it
Das-
sounds, it's
ich- find ich
actually
wirklich
come up
cool.
at Mojang Studios. Apparently, there's been talks of having some way to tame an Ender Dragon as a pet. And
Das glaube ich wäre scheiße.
while this post mentions having different elemental powers for each one of them, I think just having a baby version of the Ender Dragon that we could raise as our own, that'd be cool enough. And
Das wär
judging
cool,
by
ja.
all the viral videos that have been made on this subject, I doubt I'm the only one that thinks such. Did you know that Mojang considered adding in a Soulfire blaze? Surely, in the Ask
Yes,
Mojang Midsummer Special, Jeb
Das ist
confirmed
scheiße.
that they liked the idea of adding a Soulfire mob, but they weren't entirely sure if it'd be another variant of the blaze. So perhaps more likely than that would be a new mob
Obwohl,
that's
aber
tied to the
Soulfire
Soulfire in some
fänd
way.
ich cool.
And my vote for
Mob.
that is this user's concept of using a Soulfire wolf,
Nee, das
which
passt
already
nicht.
looks perfect for Soul Sand Valley. And with that, folks, YouTube thinks that you might like this video. So see if
Das
they're
passt
right.
nicht.
Have a good one. All right.
Aber, ey, gutes Video, no jokes, waren coole Ideen dabei. Ich finde, ein Sumpfdorf sollte kommen bald mal und eventuell, ich glaube 1.20 wird vielleicht ein End-Update. Also so Stronghold-Update oder so. Das, oder Mindshift. Stronghold oder Mindshift-Update wäre cool. Irgendwie sowas. I don't know. Aber waren coole Ideen dabei. Banger Video.